The following program is a production of Pioneer Public Television. Major support for Compass is provided by the ongoing support of the Leo P. Flynn Estate of Millbank, South Dakota. Additional support is provided by the Southwest Minnesota Private Industry Council, promoting Southwest Minnesota as a place rich with opportunity. Come for the jobs, stay for the lifestyle. More information at swmnpic.org.
Hello and welcome to Compass, a production of Pioneer Public Television. I'm Les Heen, your host for Compass. This is a weekly discussion of public policy and important issues facing our viewing area. This week, we will discuss the justice system in Minnesota. Our guests for that discussion will include a longtime member of Minnesota's Supreme Court and a new district court judge. First, Pioneer's Laura K. Prostert takes us to South Dakota to see firsthand what a mobile courtroom is like in action or on the move. Here's Laura's report.
When you stand trial or have to address a judge or jury, most people think they do it in a courtroom of a courthouse. But not on the Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation. Here they have a special kind of justice, and it's mobile. We're here to talk to Shelley Moran and Judge Claymore about this mobile courtroom and how it works. Let's go into the judge's chamber. Shelley, Judge Claymore, welcome. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what a mobile courtroom is?
Thank you for having us. A mobile courtroom consists of a vehicle that is equipped to fulfill the adjudication of criminal, civil, and children's court actions, and consisting of the personnel of a judge, a prosecutor, a public defender, and a clerk bailiff.
Now, where did the idea come from to put a courtroom on wheels?
This was a future plan that was identified by the late Honorable Rochelle Ducheneau, and she had been on the bench probably for about a year, and she started seeing all the requests for continuances, all the bail jumpings, and people giving her the reasons that, I can't make it because of the distance, I don't have transportation. And so that was written in the future plan that we wanted to do this mobile court. And Kim Traversy, our TETRA director, and she was helping with writing grants at that time, read the plan of the court, and she thought it was a wonderful idea. She looked into it some more and looked at what other countries were doing, that had the same situation, same problems that we identified. And she come across this grant with the Department of Justice, and we got funded for a 3-year grant.
Wonderful. So walk me through how the courtroom works.
The courtroom works by, first we have to have a docket. And when we have that docket, then we schedule out in the communities. So we have 18 communities on the Cheyenne River Nation. So our clientele comes from the main courtroom where they ask for a venue change, and then wherever district they live in, then that's where we put them on that docket and have their court services done. So we hear criminal cases and civil cases and children's court cases. Right now for the criminal court cases we're doing arraignments. We do some status hearings, and for the civil cases we do restraining orders. And for children's court we're doing custody and truancies.
What have you seen come as a result of having this mobile courtroom?
There has been a decrease in the number of bail jumpings. Access to the services that the court provides has increased. We see more filings. The mobile court has also been to the schools to do the truancy, so we've seen a quicker response to getting petitions filed, the cases being heard, instead of waiting time to get on the regular children's court docket. So we're able to respond to those issues quicker.
So over these 3 years, how has your take on the mobile courtroom changed, or how has the concept evolved as you've learned and met with challenges?
We have certain barriers as to our court docket and personnel. Unfortunately, the grant didn't consist of two vital positions, the prosecutor and the public defender, so we share the tribal court prosecutor and public defender, which holds back the times we can go out into the community and do court services. So we are only able to go out on Fridays, so we make sure that our docket is full, and what needs that are directed to us is what we hear.
Now that we have gone through these 3 years and we're in our last year, well, we see the need for, personnel just for that bus. Instead of sharing the regular prosecutor and public defender that works in the regular system, we would be able to go out in the communities a lot more.
More than just on Fridays, correct? If you actually had a staff to staff the bus itself.
Right.
What are the future plans of the court?
That we expand the services of the court, like our small claims, marriages, divorces. That's what we need to do. And we need to be out in the community at least maybe 4 days a week, 3 days a week. We need to be out there more often, and we need to be in more communities. And so right now, because of the personnel, that's limited. But the future plan is to, just be a face out there.
Why do you think there was such a success with this courtroom in your area?
Because it's such a hardship on people to have to come all the way to Eagle Butte for anything. They will be able to get those forms right there from the bus. They'll be able to file a petition for whatever right there. They don't have to wait to try to catch that ride 80 miles into Eagle Butte to file a piece of paper. So hopefully people, will use this as a model to take their services out to the communities, out to the people.
Shelley, Judge Claymore, thank you so much for joining us. That's it for us in Eagle Butte, South Dakota. I'm producer Laura K. Prosser, and back to Les in the studio.